Hey,
hello,
evening.
good evening, and welcome to Devine Magazine Talk Show with your hosts Daniel and Carleatha. How are you, y'all, this evening?
Yes.
Hey, welcome, honey. It's time to be open. It's time to celebrate our lives and be open, to be free, to be you. Come on, as you're coming in. Come on in. We welcome you.
In the room.
Oh, wrong kind of beat for me. Y'all no. Like I'm not finna do the old age stuff. I have nothing against that, but I am not in that mood at all. No, I'm pumping it up. Yes, how are you all doing? We glad to see you all tonight. Glad to see you all. Like we said, we daring to be different. You never know what time we're going to pop on. We've got something for the morning people, the late people, the afternoon people, the evening people. All in between. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Angelica.
Good evening, Miss.
How are you all doing? Hello. Just say hello because you'll get confused. Hello.
Say hello then. I'm sorry.
How are you all doing? Hi,
hello, Miss Olympia.
How are you doing? Great to see you all.
Yes.
Glad that you all are joining in. You know, it is just time to be it's time to be free, honey. So you can just zoom and be all that God would like for you to be, have all what God would like for you to have, do all what God would like for you to do. You know, it's a time, it's a season, it's whatever, you know, it's just a time of refreshing. It's a time of renewing. You know, we're in the second half of the year. You know, things that we know some things got a little slow as it was coming in because, you know, hey, life happened. Life happened to us all.
Yes.
But you know what? You still got time to get things done. You still got time to get in your groove. You still got time to come on out the funk. It's time to go to the top of the roof. We ain't going to the ceiling, to the top floor. We're going to the top of the roof so we can zoom and go wherever God wants us to have. Good evening, Denise. How are you? And so you know what? It's just great to know that we can be open and we can be free. You know what I'm saying, Dan? Are you open and you free?
I'm open.
You about to yawn.
I'm about to yawn. I stopped it. I caught myself. Okay.
It's a little late for you. Hey, Cartina.
No matter what little late it is, we had to come on because we got to do what God has called us to do. We got to do it.
Hello.
We got to do it.
It is just refreshing to know that, you know, we're free to be able, you know, to do, you know, whatever God has called us to do, that we're committed. You know, we're staying focused to do what we're called to do. And you know what I love about this is that, you know, when you're being open, you're reaching the masses. You know, it's time for the church to come out of the four walls. You know what I mean? It's time for us. We've been doing church, doing routine, doing tradition, and it's when you do something like that, it's religious. And it's time for us. How are we going to reach the people if we stay stuck? We stay stuck in our own little comfort zones. You know, we never open to be free, to try something new, try something different. Okay, God had said, you know, I'll draw, but he uses us to draw. How are we going to be effective if we all just stay around light? It's all we do, you know, and I've been guilty, you know, I'm quite sure you all have too, but I'm talking about me. You know, I've been guilty, you know, that sometimes, you know, I didn't want to go certain places or do certain things because, you know, that just wasn't me. But you know what? I come to learn this. How am I going to draw and be effective and be who God has called me to be? Where I can zoom if I just stay in my comfort zone.
Yeah. I
don't never get out. I don't never do, you know, we look like a little bit dark, huh? Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit, y'all. Yeah, I know it's nighttime.
Yeah. Gotta add some more light.
Yeah, you know, it's looking like you're seeing live video interrupted. I don't know. Maybe we're having some technical difficulties. Let us know, guys. We can't see.
Let us know.
The cell phone and the camera got two different things going on. So, you know, it's just time for us to be really effective. You know, and that's why we got to be careful what we put our mouths on. You know, we talked about that. You know, that mouth, when you watch your mouth. You know, we got to be careful what we put our mouth on. Be careful of, you know, what we saying. Because if we're going to draw people coming in the way they want to come in. If someone is in the world and I'm always around, the Christian people or the church.
Yeah, it's like we want our people to already come prepackaged to be a Christian, to dress like one and look like one and look like you and dance like you, clap your hands. Sing. You basically, if you feel that that's how it's supposed to be, you recruiting people that are already Christians, that are already Christian-like. No. You don't need to be light to those people. They are already light.
Yeah, they're already light.
We want to go out into the darkness and cast our net on that side of the sea and get those people.
Yeah.
The people who don't look like us, don't act like us.
Yeah.
Those people who need saving, those people who need light.
And guess what? With that being said, we have to be more... I know blending sounds bad, but that's just it's kind of like, the word I would want to say is, we can't look so churchy.
Yeah, look so religious and stuck up and holier than thou.
Hold on, Dan. No. But we look, y'all know what I'm talking about, how you look like you just came out of church. You look like you just, you got I'm not talking against the church hat or nothing like that. But if I'm going around the world, and I'm using them to draw them to us, to Christ, I gotta come with a different bait.
Yes.
So I gotta look maybe a little swagger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gotta feel your vibe.
Yeah, I'm not saying where I look like them, but where I may be in disguise just a little bit. Am I kind of making a little sense? Wait, hold on, Dave. Okay. Let me explain this. Let me explain what I'm saying. Because I don't want nobody to take out of context of what I'm saying. Because I don't think you really understand it. What I'm saying is, I ain't finna walk around my cleavage out. I ain't finna wear a mini skirt. I'm not about to wear things that's going to compromise who I am in God. But I don't want to look so religious that it makes, like I'm like a Little House on the Prairie type lady, or where it wouldn't draw them. Because you got to remember, they're in the world. They're not finna come all wrapped up, Come on now. I'm not saying I'm gonna look like them, but I gotta look a little bit more fresh, a little bit more hip. I mean, when I say hip, y'all know what I mean.
Not. You don't go out. Don't stoop down to.
Yeah,
dressing,
like T.D. Jakes' changed his look a little bit.
Yeah, like I got T.D. Jakes', he's starting to wear like the designer stuff, and
he got money. Wait, hold on. When you say designer, okay, everybody can't afford design. No, listen what you're saying, because you saying you gotta look that way. I'm like, because this was a cheap, cute top, $14.99, and it was cute. So I'm not talking about it gotta be designer. So don't say that. Because then you putting it where it's like the chick on the Housewives, she said, bring your Louis Vuitton. And so some of the ladies got offended. Well, I don't have Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? So no, it doesn't matter. Just, if we want to draw people, we got to be more fresh. That would be the word, I guess, what I'm trying to say. But be you. It's time to change the game, to draw. It's time to, come out of yourself. A place that you wouldn't normally go, because that ain't you. And if it's not you, I mean, everybody, and I'm not telling this is for everybody. That's what I'm saying. This is not everybody to do this. But the ones who are called to draw, you got to be a little bit, see my music? I got to be a little bit more, I like my Jacqueline Cole. Come on, I like my
Tasha
Cobbs and all of that. Yeah. But that's not going to draw some people. I gotta be relatable. That would be the word.
That's a perfect word.
It's time to be relatable with people so you can draw them. If you always in this stickler of everything's about to be about church, and every other word come out of your mouth is Lord Jesus, you're not gonna draw, because you're gonna sound so churchy to people, and that was me.
And that makes you.
I didn't see it all the time, but I seen it a lot. I sounded, to some people, it could have been religious. You understand it at one point? Because I was so wrapped up into God until I wasn't fresh. I couldn't, because I had just transitioned, so I wasn't relatable to to people. Then when I moved to Houston, I got relatable, and I started working with the school. The kids, it's like they were drawn to me. They was like, Miss Wells, you can go. You see how I dress? And the kids was just, oh my God. It was such a big thing about how the kids were drawn to me till it caused problems. Let me just tell you. But what I'm trying to say is because I was relatable. And just like on the show, I want a show that's relatable. I know I'm a Christian. You know I'm a Christian. Come on here.
Yes.
But I want to be relatable where I can draw the masses, draw who God has called. Because see, I believe that's what's caused some of us to be stuck. We so unrelatable because everything you judging because they don't look like you. You judging, you casting that how they say you pointing the finger.
Yeah.
You looking at the plank in their eyes, but you forgot where you came from. You forgot it was a process for you to get to where you are. You understand what I'm saying? And so God is saying, you hurting my people, and that's how people get church hurt because I don't look like you yet. And first of all, they shouldn't look like you because you're supposed to be different. No. And so let God change them the way He wants. We putting too much on us. We carrying too much burden.
Yes.
Thinking that we gotta change people. No, that's not your job. Your job is just to draw. But you gotta be a fresh bait.
Yes. Yes.
That's the word. You gotta be such a fresh.
The old strategies are not gonna
work in 2018
because people are more. The world is a little more advanced now. There's a little more people in the world now,
and it's time to draw the young people.
Yes, and you wonder why young people leaving church and why young people are not as involved in church like they used to be, because
you're not relatable.
You're not relatable anymore.
We have gotten so unrelated, even to draw Hollywood. Some of us have gotten so unrelatable. So it's like the people are hurting, but they have nowhere to go because they're afraid you're gonna judge me. I don't look like you. Of course they don't look like you. You don't look like them. You don't have their money. And so, good evening to everybody that's coming in.
You may be like, well, I don't say anything. Well, you gotta realize you also gotta control your face. We have to control our faces.
You know how that look, girl. Girl, did you? I ain't saying nothing, but look at my look.
And we think as sometimes we think people don't notice our looks. And, people do have eyes. So they do see our looks. And your facial expression is not blind to them. They do see it. And it does make them feel some type of way like they're being judged. Because the look we're giving is judging.
There was a lady, I was at a church visiting, and she got up and gave a testimony. The young lady had went through a traumatic experience in her childhood. Come on, ladies, let's be transparent. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. She had went through something traumatic in her childhood, and that stigma was still on her from what she went through. And she said in front of the church that she felt the looks of the people. She seen the people looking at her, and she could feel what they were wanting to say to her. Yeah. And she said it was hurting, and she said it was damaging that she didn't want to really do the testimony. But she said this time, she said it's not mind you, she had been visiting this church, but it took her a long time, maybe some years, to come back and say, I got to give this testimony because God has freed me for something that I was living in prison from that happened to me in a childhood experience. And she said she felt the looks of the people because she didn't look like everybody else. And she said it was hurting to her. So she sat in the balcony of the church. Girl, wow. My heart, I was crying, and I was like, oh, I wanted to go up to her, but of course, I wasn't a member of the church, and so I didn't want to overstep my boundaries or whatever. But my heart went out to this young lady because I know how that kind of feels. I don't know exactly her walk, but to have people staring at you and judging you from, because you don't look like them or you don't act like them, your past is not the same as theirs. That hurts. And that's damaging. And we have been damaging people because they don't look like us. Yes. Katrina, that word judgment with the eyes can be worse. You are girl, I'm gonna read what she said. Judgment with the eyes can be worse than words. Yes, ma'am.
Those eyes and those looks can
girl, because you know deep. We can come on, my African American sisters. You know we can get some looks,
especially them older women. They get them looks. Jesus,
come on, come on, my Caucasian sisters. You know you got them too, and my Latinos. You know, hey,
she know how to come in here.
And look, you know how we do.
Do you see that?
Nah, you ain't gotta say nothing. It's the looks. They know what I'm talking about, and we got them. And so you know, and that's damaging. Mm-hmm. And so it's not reaching the. That's too loud. We're not reaching the people that God would want us to reach because we're not relatable to people. And I you know, my thing is with God. Okay, God, what's been causing me to be stuck? You know, where I'm not reaching my full potential because I want to zoom. Yes. My thing is I'm zooming. Okay. That's why you see me. Yeah, I know I'm a Christian, but I told my baby, I said I want some hip music. I don't want to. Everybody know I'm a Christian. You ain't seeing my breasts out, none of that. You know, I ain't wearing no mini skirt. Yeah. But you know what? I want to be relatable to people that they can see the Christ in me. That they can feel they can come talk to me. They can hang with me. I may make you uncomfortable if you insecure with yourself, but that's the only reason why. I don't want to make you uncomfortable with my looks or with my demeanor or I'm acting so holier than thou. You know how we sit in church. It's too loud. How we sit in church, and we it's them looks that we can give out, and it is hurting. You know, I've been in churches where the pastor didn't look touchable.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about pastor, but I'm just saying it's real. I've been in some churches where if I look like if I went up to the pastor, you know, he wasn't touched. Don't touch me. You don't come near me. Don't touch this anointing. And it was like, God. Then I go in the churches. The pastors was just, you know, they hugging on you and
it's great to see you.
Yeah,
come back, please.
And you know what? And they was like, they made me feel like I was a part of the family.
Yeah,
those were the pastors that drew me. You know. Those were the pastors that I was like, hey, now I like this. And whether they were white, black, whatever, you know, those were the pastors that made me say, you know what? I like this. He's relatable. You know, he's touchable. Mm-hmm. And I told several pastors, I said, you know what? I like the fact that you're touchable. Because I know what it's like to be at a church and the pastor, you can't get close to him. You know, it's like, and they give out this look, you know, you don't touch me. You know, you forgot where you came from. And I'm like, well, how you gonna draw people if you, the pastor, are not relatable to your people? Your people want to feel you. They want to vibe with you. They want to phileo with you. They want to know that you know. And
that's another thing we think because we have high positions in Christ.
We have arrived.
Yeah. We have high positions in Christ that we the next thing close to God. Oh, you can't touch me. Oh, hey, yeah, you got something on your spirit. Don't touch me. You ain't no different from the next person. You just are somebody that's utilizing their gift. Just because you are a pastor, a minister, a prophet.
Oh, they're not different because everybody's different when you word that.
Okay. Different, but I mean, like you're not better than someone.
Yeah, better. Don't say
because
different.
You're a pastor, you're a minister, or whatever. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make you better than somebody.
Yeah. The Bible says don't think more highly of yourself than you are to. Yeah. And sometimes when we get a certain status, certain people, you know, they carry on, and then with this, they walk around with the status, and the title,
pride and arrogance.
It's not even it's just in the church. It's in schools. It's in corporate America. Come on, it's everywhere. It's in Hollywood. It's everywhere. You know, I'm of a certain caliber now. Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
See, I want to be the type person. I'm the quarterback. I'm gonna throw it back. I want to be relatable to you. That you can feel me. You know, I seen a lady in the grocery store. Hey, I went and hugged. I know she was shocked. She didn't think I was gonna hug her. And you know me, I'm still calling. You see me today, I'm still gonna hug you. I'm still friendly with you. If you the enemy, the snake, now no, we ain't going there. I'm gonna be, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving.
I'm gonna greet you from a distance.
but you know, come on, Kim, y'all know what I'm talking about. Miss Beverly, y'all know what I'm talking about. But you know, I'm the type of person. I'm just gonna be real. I can't fake it. So true. Some pastors act like we own them.
Something looking for the collection plate. Exactly.
Wait, read out loud. Congregation beneath them, but looking for the congregation plate. They driving with all the fat cars and the members living in hotels and
you can't touch
in their cars.
You can't touch me, but you can pay me. What? What kind of what?
You know. I'm like, hey, I don't want to be like that. I mean, I want to be open to receive what God has for me. I want to be relatable with people. And if I've been that way, I ask God to forgive me. I'm going to search Carleatha, the inner me, because I don't want to hurt people, because I've had church hurt. I know what it's like, that, you feel you can go to the pastor, and, it's like, they say, well, we're just going to pray for you. Well, I need more than you just to pray for me. I need you to help me.
I mean, prayer is great. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
But I came to you with a problem. Can you kind of help me, give me some direction or something?
Yeah, a little bit more. Prayer is always awesome, but sometimes you're going to need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, a little bit more. I need a little bit more than just you telling me we in agreement with you. I need more than just the prayer. Prayer is great, but I need some action with that prayer, because if I'm stuck in a dilemma, I'm coming to my spiritual mother and father for some direction. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm coming with. I'm coming with you for sincerity, because I couldn't get help nowhere else. So I came to you for spiritual guidance. Can you show me what to do? Can you lead me in that direction? If you can't help me financially or whatever, can you lead me? Can you put me in contact with somebody? Help me get better than where I'm at, because I'm stuck. I want to get unstuck. And so many people sit in the pews in the church. They're stuck because all the pastors are doing that, preaching to the people. Well, I need you to have something in place to help me get a little bit more than you just telling me.
And it's shameful that we have sources outside the church helping more people
than the people inside the church.
Than the people in the church.
That's
shameful.
That's bad.
The church is supposed to be the number one place for help. The number one place. But you have sources outside the church
that are doing more effective work.
You wonder why some people
than the church.
Yes.
And I'm saying effective because it's sad that we have. With Dan, I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna have to say that again. Clap back on that one. I like how you said that. That's sad that you have more people out that are outside the church walls being more effective with people than the church. When the church should be the institution where I could come and get help. Yes, that's good. You got somewhere for me to go. But do you have a program in place to help me get beyond my current state? Do you have counselors that will help me? Do you have programs that will help me get... I understand you gave me a bag of food, but I need something beyond the bag of food. I need a place to live. I need, there are people out there hurting. I'm addicted to drugs. If I was, there are people that have been addicted to drugs, alcohol, abuse. The church should have it. The church should be the cornerstone that it has everything pretty much I need in it. I understand if you're small and you're starting up, that's different. You're not going to have all of that. Yeah. But what you should have, it's more than just preaching on Sunday. You should have some kind of contact where you personally can put me in that path. Because right now, remember when a person is going through, their mind is not, if you just giving them out paperwork, that's what a lot of churches do. They will tell you got to do the work. In your mind, I know what it's like. I've been there. And I didn't understand it. Yes, you depressed, you overwhelmed, you have anxiety, you one step from heart attack or whatever. Yes. Yeah. And I feel the church should be in place where they have people that can kind of lift the load. Like I never forget, I used to do Feed the Hungry at church on Mondays years ago. Girl, there were people come and say, I don't have no place to live. I took them in my car and I took them to Salvation Army. And I asked people at church to help me pay for them to stay there 2-3 days. Because I think you got to pay $3 a night or something. I can't remember. And there was people that needed clothes. I went got the clothes and brought it to the people. Mm-hmm. I didn't say, okay, well, you can go here. Well, they don't have no car. How they going to get it? You have to, the church has been more of an institution. They point you in a direction. They point.
Yeah.
They don't do the laboring work.
The church has gotten too political.
And too corporate. A friend of mine, she said, Clay, the churches that she was talking, and she said, I feel it's getting a little bit too corporate. And it's more, they forgotten about the hands-on part. Yeah, when I'm gonna help, I'm gonna grab you by the hand. Yeah. And lead you. I may not have the finance, it's not all about that.
It's moving away from a family to more like a business relationship.
Yes.
Like, okay.
You treat me like I'm a ticket.
Yeah, you treat me like
I'm a number. You go to the court when you go to pay for your registration, and they give you a ticket and tell you, okay, you number 43, or you go to the driver's license place.
Yeah.
And
the church like the DMV.
I'm not a number. Hey, I still can't wait. I need now.
Like a DMV, man. Wait in line. Yes, number 47.
Number 360.
Like what? I have a name. I'm a person. I'm a part of this church. I'm a member.
I've been paying tithes, or the ones who couldn't afford tithes. I mean, it's like I help. I serve in the church. You mean to tell me you can't help me beyond me being a number?
Some people,
and the churches have gotten so far away from that.
Yes,
business minded. Exactly.
Okay, I understand the church is an intricate, system, kind of like a business. But you don't treat people, your members.
They get more like
your flock,
the apprentice. You're fired. We can't help you. What you mean you can't help me?
I thought of my family.
You're supposed to. If you can't help me, my situation is tough. Can you at least point me in the direction? And I know that a lot of, I heard people say with certain churches, well, we can't help you right now, or you got to have this. What happened to the people back in the day? The pastors, they went to the houses to see the people. They actually went and seen the situation, so they knew how to deal with the situation. Because you got people now. Come on, you got some folks trying to get over the church.
Gonna try to jip you.
Come on, Pastor. I understand that. So my thing is, you have people, a ministry or a pastor in your church, a minister in your church, who goes out and see, okay, let me see how these people are actually living. Let me see the situation. But a lot of churches, they don't do that. They just, you come and you fill out a form and we'll get with you.
It's like you applying for an apartment. Like, what? What is this? Oh, we'll see if you get accepted. Since when you gotta be accepted into a church to be helped by a church? What kind of coonery is this?
You have to wonder if God is pleased with that. We have to wonder if that's not causing us to be stuck. Is it causing people to leave the church? Because you're seeing in today's time a mass dosage of people leaving churches.
Yes.
And churches are not surviving off of, 100 members or 50 members. It's hard for them to survive. And we have to wonder if our heart is in the right place. That's stress on how you're going to pay the light bill of the church and your members is hurting.
Yeah.
And so we have to wonder, that's why I told you, God says it's time to zoom. And we got to wonder, why is it that, celebrities are zooming, but church people are, it's like, I don't want to speak that negative, but we go in the opposite direction of that. And that it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be, this is the time of a wealth transfer. Mm-hmm. The scripture clearly says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just and the righteous. And one of the ladies ministers that we've watched on Facebook, she said, don't say it's laid up, it's ours now.
Yes.
So if it's but the Holy Spirit began to tell me it's an exchange. We have something that they need. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're seeing some of the Christian ministers are now befriending some of the celebrities.
Like John Gray, he befriended Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You
And
got all these, pastors now.
But people started saying, you know, I don't want to say any names, you know, I don't want to, call out people's names or whatever. But, you know, people started like mocking that. But if he's not there to at least be some kind of spiritual guidance for him, you know, you think God don't care about the people in the entertainment community? You mean to tell me God don't care about he has to put the charge in the battery? Yeah.
Sorry guys, gotta put the charger on.
Yeah. And so, you know, you mean to tell me God doesn't care about them? The Bible said, and God said, greater works will you do than me. You know, Jesus said, greater works will you do than me. Jesus went around the woman at the well. You understand what I'm saying? He went around. Why can't we go around? You know, Jesus went to the party. He became the life. I like to say it like this. Jesus became the life of the party. But the disciples was like the church folk. They stayed on the outside. They wouldn't go in the party at Simon's house because they were like, what you mean, Jesus, you gonna go to Simon's what's going on? It's in. Hold on, guys. Having a little technical difficulties there. There we go.
All right.
And so, you know, Jesus went to the parties. He went around people that didn't look like him. Remember the woman at the well? Jesus went around her. But we've gotten so churchy.
Yes.
We've gotten so religious, and we're losing people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to stop suicide. Come on. We got to stop depression.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop this overwhelm, this stress. You know, we got to stop caring. You know, stress causes cancer.
One of the major causes of cancer
is stress. The body cannot take that. Your organs cannot take all of that. Heart attacks. You know, people dropping too much. Come on, the church, we got to do something to stop this. That's our job. And God is holding us accountable for that.
And a lot of people think the brain, you forget the brain is the number one source for how your body keeps running. Yeah. So if you have things affecting your brain, it's going to affect the rest of your body.
Yes.
The organs, all that, the bones, all that, blood. Mm-hmm. You wonder why all these things popping up. You're going, where did this come from? Hey, you got some stress going on in your life? Yeah. Something stressing you out? Mm-hmm. Because that may be, it just might be where that thing is coming from, where that thing is stemming from.
Exactly. And so we have to be careful how we treat people. We have to be careful, how we pour judgment on people. We got to be careful we're not treating people like they're a ticket. But like how, what the Katrina said, you want that offering plate. Mm-hmm. You'll draw, I like how this man told me, you can draw more bees with honey.
That's very
true.
You
wouldn't have to ask as much. Pastors, preachers, if you treat people, some of these pastors treat people right. And some of your greeters and the people in the church house would treat people right. You wouldn't have to ask as much. It's going to freely give. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we got to look at why people are giving grudgingly. Sometimes it's how we're treating them. Sometimes people will give more to you when they're being treated right. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to beg them. They're going to be convicted to do it. You shouldn't have to beg people to give. But if you're treating people right and they see that you being effective with it and you showing that love to that brother or that sister that's in help, come on. You know, what was that in Ananias and them in the Bible? They made sure in the church that every Ananias and them were killed because, the thing was in Acts, everybody was supposed to be doing good. So if you had some extra land, you were supposed to give it. Ananias and his wife, they was keeping stuff. And so, they ended up being killed behind that. So, you have to be very, 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 very careful in how you treat people. Very careful in how you treat people. And so, we have to be more open and to be more effective in how we are with people, and stop being so churchy and become from out of the walls and be more loving and being more kind to people.
More and generous. Understanding.
And when we can reach people and be more effective, because God is holding us accountable for that. And none of us want to stay stuck, but we got to find out what's all this causing us to be stuck. Church doors closing, churches going down, numbers going down, members leaving,
walking out, just
church hopping. Come on, we gotta stop some of this.
The thing is, if we all guilty of that, I'm guilty of this, everybody guilty of this. We see something that a lot of people are guilty. We see something that's not working, and we don't do anything to change it. We see it's not working. We see what we doing is not working, but we keep doing the same thing.
Well, they say, if you want something new, if you want to change, you got to do something different. And it's time to be different. It's time to dare to be different. And if you do something different, you're going to draw. If you be more relatable to people, you're going to draw. You be more understanding with people and have more compassion with people. And stop judging people. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how it affects people. Everybody we all go through similar things, but we all experience it different. We all handle things different. We got to stop being so judgmental on people. We are hurting people in the church, and God is holding us accountable because we're not drawing like He wants us to.
Yes.
We're not being effective like God wants us to. And that's not just in the church house. That's on our jobs. That's in corporate America. That's in Hollywood. I don't care where it is. We are not reaching the people because we have gotten so religious, so stuck in our own mindset and way of doing things that we're losing people. And people's suicide rate is going up. Drug rate going up. Alcohol rate going up. Depression, divorce rate going up.
It's like every rate possible. That's
every entity of a person's life is going up, and God said, no, it should be going down. Debt should be going down.
Yes.
Depression should be going down. We're the church. Come on, if we're the church has gotten such a bad name. So people don't even want to be known as the church. They want to be known as just Christians. They don't even want to say church, because the church has gotten so churchy. It's like, come on, people. Let's be more loving to people. Let's stop judging people because they don't look like us. Let's go around people that you wouldn't normally go around. Jesus did. The woman that
it's almost like we treating the church,
like the cash register.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like it's a club or a group or something. Like it's something you gotta sign up for.
Like a clique.
Yeah. The church is not a club or a clique or a group. It's not.
It's not a hold on. It's not a Sam's Club. Like I gotta pay to get in.
And them people treat you better. I'm not gonna get into that.
It's time. It's time for change. It's time for change.
We cannot keep going on like this. We are losing more and more people. Christianity used to be the number one. Well,
it's like this. America was founded on Christian principles.
Yeah, exactly.
America was founded on
Christian
Christian
principles. People don't even realize that in God we trust on the back of a dollar.
It was founded on Christian principles, and we've gotten away.
Yeah.
As the world has evolutionized, we've gotten away from, the main principle of Christianity, and that's love. We've gotten away from what love really is. We've gotten away from treating people, my fellow brother or sister, like, it's supposed to be family. We haven't been our brother's keeper. We haven't been the things that God has said, and so we wonder why things are not happening for us. We wonder why, it looked like we're making a couple steps forward, and we end up going back. Like I tell you, I'm not leaping. I'm not taking going to the next step. I'm not going to the next level. I'm not going to I'm not leaping, I'm zooming.
Yeah.
So I'm doing internal stuff. I'm going like, God, what is it? God, it'll look like things will happen and then you end up going back. No, I want to be good. I want to be better than good. I want to be great. I want to be fantastic. I want to be able to be the star God called me to be.
Yeah.
The son of Abraham. We are all sons of Abraham. We are all shining stars. One of our topics before was it's time to shine. And so it's time for us to shine and be who God has called us to be. But it's going to take some internal work. People want to see the outside effect. But if you haven't dealt with the inside of that house, you're going to go back to that cycle again. And so that's not how, you're not breaking generational curses and cycles and patterns by not dealing with what's on the inside. You can go get another job today or tomorrow. And I said job. Mm-hmm. You're not working in your multiple talents and gifts. So you can go get another job today or tomorrow. But suppose they lay you off. What you going to do? You'll be back in that same state that you were in. God said, I don't want you to go back in the same state you were once in. That's why I want you to it's time to, come on, I believe I can fly. It's time to zoom. It's time to go where we can be a blessing to others, where we blessed to be a blessing, where we helping people mind, body, soul, spirit. Because the scripture said, beloved above all, that you be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Come on, we got to reach these people. We got to reach the people that God wants us to reach to be effective. We have something that they need, and they have something that we need. Come on, it's an exchange. Mm-hmm. But if you all holy roly, you ain't gonna reach them.
No,
you're not gonna get the wealth transfer.
You're not relatable. You can't.
It's understandable.
Yeah, you can't expect to get worldly people by being churchy. Every other word you saying is Lord or Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with them words, but you can't.
And shunning them.
Yeah, shunning them. It's like you forcing your Christianity on them.
That's another thing we've been doing. That's been not drawing people when you see it as a key word. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Oh God. You didn't. I had it in. What? Is it in now?
It is in.
I just pushed it in. What? Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry, Dave didn't push the charger.
I thought it was in. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. We're back. But anyway, so we've been forcing. Yeah. You can't force God on somebody. All God asks you to do, just be light. Time for you to shine. And in that, He just saying, just be light. He's not asking you to judge them. He's not asking you to point the finger. He's not asking you to convict them. Just be light. Just do what He asks you to do. Take that off of you. Take that stress off your heart. Just do what God asks you to do. Just be light. And to love Him. And love them through the transition, the process. Remember the process for you. And we all been guilty. I'm looking at Carleatha, because we can get a little impatient. And if you impatient, it's time for you to pass the baton. And how they say, one person, several people can water, and God gonna get an increase. Maybe you one of the people you just watering, but don't put your mouths on people. Just pass the baton. It's your season is over with that person or those people or whatever it is. But just love them through the process. Everybody it ain't a quick fix. We want a quick fix with the people.
Oh, man, that's a big one.
We want that quick fix. Not a quick fix.
We forget how long it took for us to come up. We expect for other people it to be a shorter time to get them to where they need to be.
Girl, they gotta hurry up. This getting on my nerves. But somebody was patient with you.
Yeah, somebody was patient with you. Why can't you be patient with somebody else?
Oh well, and then learn this. Know how to pass the baton. Yeah. Know that it's no longer your season. Mm-hmm. Your time is up, but don't be ugly with the people.
Oh yeah.
When your time is up.
Because doing that just makes them revert back to what they.
I'm not going back on them. Oh. That's causing you to be stuck.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, I mean, all that hard work that you did was like almost in vain. Because you didn't remember how Moses, he got an attitude. God told him to speak. He got angry.
Struck the rock.
He lost out from going to the promised land. Sometimes we missing our promised land because of our attitude. God told him to carry the people to the promised land. God knew the people had a bad. Hold on. God knew the people gonna have a bad attitude. Mm-hmm. He knew that it was gonna take a while. God already knew this, but Moses didn't know. God already had another person to come along to lighten the load from him. But he started mistreating. He started getting attitude, getting mad, and he lost out from going to the promised land. The reason why we stuck. Our attitudes ain't been right.
Yeah, that's another thing we need to talk about on tomorrow. We need to watch our attitudes. Our attitudes can get us into a lot of trouble.
Cause us to miss out. Hello,
Miss Bridget.
How are you? Good evening. And
yes, so, our attitudes can get us in a whole lot of trouble. Mm-hmm. And that's something that, flying off the handle and,
because you don't understand. We're going to go over that tomorrow.
Okay, snapping at people.
Okay, hold on. That's going to be one for tomorrow. Because, it's time to... Remember that song that used to come out? Then you don't know about this, so this young bug. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. It's time to stop worrying and be happy. Knowing your effectiveness is over. When your season is over with someone, Oh yes, wait till you. Well, we're about to end anyway. You can hear the beginning.
So when the video is done and finished, you can go and watch the beginning.
Yeah. So but anyway, we love you guys. It has been great today. Don't forget, guys, order my book. I'll post that. Don't forget to order my book. And look, and order my season. We got orders to ship out tomorrow. Ton of orders for tomorrow. So look, see, they'll be getting their orders. Got a ton of orders. I'm showing you the names. Look, I got a bunch of them. So but anyway, don't forget. And to order my season and to purchase my book. And, those ladies want their hair done, I'm here. I'm using my multiple talents and gifts. So I can't tell you to do something that I'm not doing. And so, it's time for us to just be effective and to be more loving and to be more open to receive the opportunities that God has for us. Because we have been, this is something that the Holy Spirit gave me this morning. And we're going to end on this. We are blocking destiny by limiting ourselves from the kind of people we should be reaching. I'm going to say that again. We are blocking destiny by limiting ourselves from the kind of people we should be reaching. If we are light, why are we hanging around only people that are light? We have to be the church. And that is just not, in the four walls, outside of the walls. It's time to bring the church outside the four walls. Everybody been saying it, but it's not enough of it. How God said, and Jesus says in the scripture, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. We have to be more relatable. We have to be relatable to people, and we have to be up with the time. This is 2018. What worked in 2000, 1980, 1990. Not gonna work. Everything not gonna work now. This is 2018. We're in a different season. We're in a different year. It's a different millennium.
Different era.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a different decade also. What worked back then is not gonna work now. You got social media out, and children are more exposed to things. You got more youth, not even in church. Come on, we got to get them in the churches. And so we got to be more relatable and be fun and be, what is more inviting for them. We got and everything don't have to be done inside the church. Come on, bring the church out. How they say, taking it to the street. The song used to say, taking it to the street. Come on, let's bring the church outside the four walls. And how they say, roll your sleeves, or come on, it's time to wear the 3/4 sleeves.
My sleeves rolled up.
So we can be effective, and we can have that wealth exchange. We can get the things that God wants us to have. You know, we can draw, and we can stop this suicide rate, depression rate, high blood pressure rate. Come on, it's a lot of things that's causing us to be stuck. It's time to us to live the grand life that we've been, you know, God been showing. Everybody's not meant to live the same kind of life. Come on, we all know that. But it's time for us to be, well, we are blessed to be a blessing. I love $20, but $20 is not going to get a person an apartment, a car, you know, or whatever. Come on. It's time where we can be a blessing to people where they're good and stable. You understand what I'm saying? And so if we do that, we're going to reach the people God wants us to reach. So we love you guys. Come on back in, Daniel, and you can post in a few minutes. You can finish posting at the end. Okay. So yeah, this has been I'm saying it because I'm about to end it.
I was in the middle of posting another one.
You can post it after a while. But it's the end now. But you know what? We love you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. We love you. Be blessed. Just be open to receive everything God wants you to have. So with that, we're going to say have a good night. Rest on your pillow. Think of ways to be open. You know, commune with the Holy Spirit. It's time to, you know, and I would say the best way for you to know how to do that is to pray and fast. You know, let's break those cycles, break those chains, you know, break those cartwheels off the mind and the chains off our minds, you know, what's been limiting us. So we can walk in our destiny. You know, we can zoom in our destiny.
Yes.
You know, I'm ready to just be, you know, this woman told me this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. She said, Carly, it's gonna be as if one day she was prophesying. And she said, this was years ago. I don't know if you remember this. She said it's gonna be as if you're gonna go through one door, and when you come through another door, you're gonna be it's gonna be your whole life gonna be to change. You may end up in Paris. You may end up whatever. She said you're not gonna even look like the same person. You're gonna go through one door, and when you come out the other door, you're gonna be a totally your whole world gonna be the change. You're gonna end up in somewhere else. She says how God gonna move with you. And I believe it. And I held on to that. In my mind, those just brought that prophecy back to me. And this lady told me, and this was, oh my God, let's just say about 5-6 years ago, she told me this. And so, you know, it's time for those prophetic words to come to pass.
Yes.
That you know, that we've heard. And I'm ready for that. I don't want to look like what I went through it. You know, we went through something almost 5 months ago. We don't look like it. But I'm ready for the Zoom. So you know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace out. Love you. Bye-bye.